Hello, I'm going to make a video here how to create a formative, use the formative library, load a formative from a shared file. You can share formatives with anybody else. Create an assignment in Canvas, which you need to do it in Canvas in order for it to sync with your Canvas gradebook and ultimately your Aries gradebook. So first thing you want to do is go to Canvas, and on your course, I'm just going to use my Algebra 1B course for an example. I want to go to formative, so the fastest way there is to click on formative SMJUHSD. Make sure it's activated as in your navigation and settings. So here's my formatives that I have all listed here. These are the ones that I've created or I've had shared from other people. You can create a new formative by using the plus button at the top, and it'll insert itself into here. So if I click on new formative, hit the plus button, first you can title it here, practice 2, hit the plus button and start your quiz in here. So you can do a short answer, and this is cool because when students do their work, you can see their work in real time. You can add more questions by hitting the plus button. Another thing you can do is enhance a PDF by uploading it, and like CUDA software, CUDA worksheet, you can have students work directly on a worksheet, or if you have a test, you can upload a test on here that we've already have created, and students can work directly on it. So this is creating a formative, and it's saved automatically. There's practice 2, and it goes right to the top. Newest to oldest is how it's sorted. You can create folders. You can search the library. So click on library, and I typed in solving systems. Here's my library. The check mark is the ones that I've already loaded. For example, I like this one, so I loaded it directly into my formative. So if I click on formatives, you can see system of equations graphing. This number over here shows that 20 people did that quiz. Solving one variable equations, I had one student do that assignment. So once you have your formative inside here, you could also get it if people share it with you, for example, via email. I have an email here from somebody, from Ms. Enriquez, and the CFA and the test are on there. So if I click on the test, it just takes me to formative, and the test will be copied directly into my formative. So here's a picture of the test, and there's the name of the test, chapter 4, individual test. If I go back, I can see it. It's loaded right there. That's step 1. Step 2 is to create the assignments in Canvas. So I click on assignments, and I want to create the assignment. I'm going to call it the geometry test, chapter 4 and 5 test. So geometry, chapter 4, 5 test. It's an external tool. So the number of points, I don't recall the number of points. I should look at it first. Geometry, chapter 4 and 5 test. And looks like it's 13 questions. I assume it's 13 points. So I'm just going to put the point total right there, 13 points. I want it to go as a test, so I'm going to choose the group, test. Click on find and go to formative and look for it. Hit the plus button and then select. I just selected go formative as my LTI. This button right here, I have to make sure it's unchecked. If it is checked, it opens in a new tab, and then I'm unable to sync my grades from the formative into Canvas. You also want to choose a due date for when this is due. I believe it's due February 12th. Or no, it's due February 19th. Hit save at the bottom, or save and publish, either one. and then the test will pop up in Canvas. So here's the test. So I can look at the test. If you want to see what the students see, hit the eyeball. The glasses right here, this student view, doesn't work too well with external tools. So we want to use the eyeball to look at the test, see what the students see. When students show their work, you can see the work in real time if you're logged into Canvas and you're looking at this page on the assignment. I want to assign it to my students, so I'm going to choose my class. Even though it's geometry test, I'm just assigning it to my Algebra 1 kids. And assign. Say OK. So now it's assigned. So the next thing is the students just have to take the test. And when they click on the assignment, they'll see the test. The next part, the third part, is grading the test. So what I'm going to do is look at, I can either grade it in formative. So if I go to my formative homepage, notice solving system of equations. I have 20 students that did that. Click on view responses. It's easier to grade in formative than on Canvas, but if I try to upload to grade passback, click the three dots, grade passback, it doesn't work because you have to set up grade passback. Well, it's already set up for us. I'm going to go to my assignments. I'm just going to look at my CFA quiz on formative, or Chapter 4 graphing quiz. I called it Chapter 4 graphing quiz on formative. And there's the three dots. So when I click on those three dots, choose grade passback, and passback grades to Canvas, and make sure not every student is going to complete the assignment, so incomplete grades get zeros. So make sure that toggles on, and then hit the button and it'll pop up. I already did this. Hit this button right here, Algebra 1B, and it'll be a list of your students. And then you just hit send. It's not working for me because I already did this. I already submitted my grades, and my grades will pop up in grades for Chapter 4 quiz on formative. And so there's all the grades for all my students for that formative. In terms of grading, I have two multiple choice problems. Problem 1 and 2 were multiple choice, so those are graded automatically. The short answer, you have to grade those questions. So if you click on a student's name, there's a pop-up window, and you can choose the point total. You can give partial points for students if you want to. You can type it in with your keyboard. Type in 1 point. You can scroll through students by using the up and down arrow keys to look at their results. No response. I can't grade a no response response. So I'm going to look at all my students. You can also scroll through the problems. I can scroll through the problems over here, or I can scroll through the problems right here. I'm using this toggle. Export, that is just export to PDF or Excel. Click on the totals, and you can see their total scores on here. Again, I can work in formative, or I can work on the assignment itself. So when I click on the assignment, I recommend staying in Canvas to do all of your work, because trying to do grade passback to Canvas is easiest here. That's it. Thank you.